something
Top 10 archive. Top 10 future technology that's here right now. A film that was made, a movie, I don't know, a video made 2015, I think. Let's get into it.
that makes life easier for some and more complicated for the less technologically inclined. For this installment, we're looking to the future of technology at 10 anticipated concepts that could actually do us some good, or at the very least, sound really cool to talk about. Number 10.
Right, because who cares if they're actually uh, useful technologies? No. As long as they sound cool. Sunscreen pill.
Sunscreen pill. Maybe we can't speak for everyone, but it may be safe to say that there is a general distaste when it comes to the slimy feel that some sunscreens leave behind.
Oh,
It's also a nuisance to have to stop lounging
yeah,
every so
what a
often to
bother.
reapply said layer of slime. But British researchers from King's College in London may have stumbled upon a means of creating a sunscreen pill. While studying coral, Dr. Paul Long, along with fellow researchers, believed that algae living in the coral produces a compound with a purpose not too dissimilar from sunscreen. The team is looking to biosynthetically develop the same compound to create a simple tablet or pill. While current supplements promise sun protection, they're not recommended as replacements for sunscreen. Should the sunscreen pill see the light of day? Even the most sensitive skin type should be able to enjoy a
Oh my gosh, what a thing to look for, right? This person is loving it. Turning her skin into leather. Look. Alright, you can already see it in her hands. It started to, and the sun is radiating, right? Radiation, whatever you want to look at it, but it will eventually consume you, and that's why the pill is being developed because sunscreen isn't enough. You're gonna have to put it in your body a different way. And yeah, they're just soft balling it. You telling you, oh, it's icky to put that slime on. Gross. No, it's a radiation. People are radiation pills. Okay, it's what it is. This is not a technology.
day in the sun without the annoyance of water-resistant screens. Number 9. Self-fitting clothes. Most of us marveled when Marty McFly put on that oversized jacket and it immediately shrunk to fit his form. What a brilliant idea! An invention that would eradicate fitting rooms and the need for different fits of clothing. But for so long, it seemed like a mere fantasy. With time, though, comes ingenuity, and the concept of self-adjusting clothing could be in our near future. In
Ah,
2014, it was reported that researchers from Purdue University were working on a robotic fabric that can compress and expand in certain scenarios. The fabric is actually the first step of the university's intent on making a robotic skin that could be used on space missions and space
of course,
exploration. Just
space.
imagine how much money and time boyfriends across the world would save from having to sit through the inevitable shopping with a girlfriend escapades. Number 8, Universal
Oh, please. Please kiss me and whisper. Tickle my ear. Some more.
translators. One of man's greatest barriers is language, and that could be very well an issue of the past. As the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy showed us, breaking that barrier is going to be an essential part of communicating with potential extraterrestrials. But prior to that, it'll definitely be a great means of uniting the world, linguistically speaking. Back into
Literally speaking, an alien invasion would be a great thing to unite us all. Brought to you by Microsoft. Okay.
2014, Microsoft unveiled a new technology that would allow Skype users to communicate regardless of the language difference. And while there are some kinks to work out, it's a great step towards a possible handheld device. Unfortunately, the biggest hitch that comes with any current translator is that not all dialogue translates perfectly. Going from one language to another, then back to the original language can cause a confusing word jumble with potentially disastrous results. Number 7. Mind-controlled appliances.
Oh, They just had to put it in there to remind you. This is what it is. And not only are you totally smashed and mind controlled, but you will get the false sense of controlling your appliances. No. It's so that you won't ask why you're controlled. That's why.
The implementation of mind-controlled technologies isn't entirely a new concept, as there are several devices on the market that allow users to control video games and certain aspects of their computers with nothing but a thought. But how convenient would life be if every aspect of our homes was mind-controlled? Gone are the days of having to get out of bed just to run the dishwasher or start the washing machine. Need to shut down the oven before dinner burns? Don't bother getting up. Just shut your oven off with a simple thought. Yeah, it may sound ridiculous, but how far off are we with voice-activated lights and television
Right.
remote?
At this point, he has to admit that it sounds ridiculous because it is. It's such a burden, to turn the oven off. Such a burden. I just want to be able to cook from my bed. Might as well just microwave blast it, have it delivered by my automatic robot dog. And I have a robot dog because he doesn't beg. He's programmed not to beg. Okay, so he has the best of best friend attributes without the begging. Let's continue.
Number 6, portable healing laser. You're walking down the street when you stumble and fall, your arm landing on a sharp piece of glass. What would once result in a slew of stitches and a fairly ugly scar in the past could actually be healed much quicker with a laser. In 2008, physicist Abraham Katzer was experimenting with laser
Okay, who is that guy?
healing, hoping to eventually permanently replace sutures in surgical bonding and healing. The practice of laser healing is being looked at and implemented for a range of therapies and healings, including arthritis, migraines, and cell regeneration. But these all require in-office visits. The technology is looking to be fitted for personal and portable use, meaning those nasty cuts, burns, and sores could eventually be on the same level as holding a pen.
Who thought light would have been so magical? Oh, wait, it is, but you worship it, so it destroys you.
Maybe we're not too far off from having portable devices to instantly heal external injuries. Number 5, motor neural prosthetics. The science of prosthetic limbs has become more and more lifelike over the years, producing limbs that look like they're made of flesh and blood. Though they may look real, though, to the wearer, there's something vital that's missing, and that's the ability to consciously move the replica limb. For patients that may have lost their hand in a tragic accident, the implementation of motor neural prosthetics would allow them to regain functionality of their prosthetic fingers to perform common, everyday activities. Such advancements in neuroprosthetics have been made.
Right, or to be an avatar. Yes. I mean, this is all softballing, okay? This is kids softball. I mean, you're being told, okay, guys, look, this is what it is. Look, it's people playing softball. Look, how nice, how nice. Look, this is helping. Poor victims of accidents. Of course, I'm not saying that they are, get use out of this, but no, this is being sold as the crux, right? To implement it fully, right? Where you will not just have any, you know, opposition or yet an opinion of what they decide to automate with this, right? Because no, they tell you it's about your limb, and no, it's about having these robotics, destroy you. And people are loving it. They're loving it. They're loving it. Look at it.
As seen in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, where a spinal cord injury patient was able to perform the initial kickoff.
Of course.
Number 4.
Emotional
Permanent
stories.
artificial organs. Artificial organs have always been a means of prolonging an individual's life as they wait for a replacement, but they were never meant to be a permanent solution. Current artificial organs may be able
Really? I don't think that that's what that person was told when they received that surgery. I think they were told, "Listen, you're going to die if you don't do this, and this will give you it will give you a good life." Okay? They didn't say, "Oh, yeah, this is just temporary and all the best of luck." No, they don't say that. Why? Well, because they're lying to you.
to temporarily mimic the functionality of the original organic organ, but they don't carry the sustainability needed to endure a lifetime of use. Enter Carmat, a French-based company
Right, your organs aren't good enough to last you a lifetime. No, you need artificial. You need the real deal.
co-founded by heart transplant specialist Alain Carpentier. In December of 2013, Carmat presented an artificial heart that is meant to be a permanent solution. The early model weighed 3 times that of a human heart, but worked off of sophisticated sensors to work independently. While both of Carmat's heart transplant patients died, one within 72 days of the operation, the other in less than a year, it's obvious the right steps are being taken.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes, keep testing on this person right here, please. Impale her with this. All in the name of science, please. Just sacrifice her. This guy knows that she's worthless, okay? She's about to make an incision that's going to obliterate her mind, okay? And this person over here is reading the scalpel, right? And all while, I don't know, watching the weather. That looks like the weather, a weather map, okay? I don't know. This guy looks... This guy looks clueless, totally lost.
Artificial limb advancement, yet we still have a way to go.
Okay.
Number 3,
Tell us more, please.
personal nanofactory.
Wow.
The introduction of
I hope you're going to tell us how it works because this looks fascinating. Look. It's too
3D printing has put the work.
Oh, I'm frozen, but okay. Well, look, guys, look. You have a clamp and you have some sort of, pointed, it's probably a laser or a carver, who knows. But it's doing something and wow, it's number 3, okay? And wow, it's like going over this organ looking, cross section.
World into a tailspin.
It's this 3D printer,
Also maybe
okay?
overlooking a far more impressive technology that could be on the horizon. Nanofactories are thought to be
Wow,
a
fractals,
low-cost,
amazing.
high-quality manufacturing system that, from a molecular level, is believed to be able to build just about anything.
Wow.
Where 3D printing is limited
Just
by the
about.
materials used, nanofactories or molecular assemblers recreate materials and products at the atomic level.
At the atomic level, guys, look. All it's missing is the breath of life. But guess what? Man can give life. Look. All you have to do is look long. long. You just have to stare at it long enough, guys, and you will give it life. Yes.
Meaning we'll likely be able to create anything regardless of the material.
Of
Though
course.
3D printing is quick to become a household technology, nanofactories are a ways off from being personal. The larger question that stems from every household owning a nanofactory is what would it eventually do to the current suppliers that provide us with products we could virtually make ourselves?
That's true today. Okay, you can make everything you need. It's only an illusion that you need to buy it, and you do it out of convenience, right? And because you are lazy and you don't want to do it. Plus, you would eliminate more than 80% of the things that you buy if you were to realize, hey, I don't need all these things. I can make myself, or I can eliminate them completely. That's right. And instead, no, you get smashed just like this, right? I mean, what is this? A cactus? They smashed against a cactus. How sad. How sad. And is this blood? It looks like a blood. Looks like a blood. Or it looks like a dotted, inverted, flipped round 6. What is this? Crash-proof cars. Okay, we're going somewhere, but it applies. Look, they're telling you you're smashed.
Number 2. Crash-proof cars. It's a well-known fact that, while there's generally a greater fear of flying, the true danger comes from the ride to the airport. Due to the human factor that comes with driving, it can be terrifying being on the roads today. But
People do it every day. Okay, it. Look at this, BMW. Look into the abyss. Look into the abyss, and you'll find happiness. Just look into it because it might answer back, and it does, but it destroys you, it consumes you, and you're divided. You're totally split in half. Okay.
BMW is trying to make it so there is nothing to fear.
How fearful is it to drive? Okay, guys, it happens every day. What is this? A backdrop? The Roadrunner? Where'd the Roadrunner show up? He's about to smash through this wall. Okay, because he knows it's not a wall. Oh, but wait, it is, and you got smashed, just like this car, and this fake backdrop. Okay, and your belief in this, and in this. Oh, and in this, but not this. No. Amazing.
360-degree collision avoidance system is being developed at BMW's Research and Innovation Center.
Right, because they want you to be able to smash at faster, more rapid rates. Just smash, But we're building a car that can withstand those smashing, velocities, okay? And with no regard, completely, putting aside what is actually at stake here, and it's the life everlasting, right? That none of these wires provide, okay? This is dust. Okay, this is dust. Look at that. What is that?
Innovation that could change the way we drive and the way we feel about driving completely. If every manufacturer is able to utilize this technology once perfected, cars could be on the verge of self-driving, and insurance companies could be facing a very grim future. Already there are sensors on...
No, they'll just find more ridiculous ways to, suck you off. Suck your life essence off, right? All while you think it feels good. Well, you're just about to get smashed.
Many vehicles that alert of unsafe distances to other objects, so we're already on our way. However, this technology may already be obsolete.
Of course, Google.
As many companies, such as Google, and even regular citizens have created self-driving car concepts that may become an everyday reality within the next 10 years. Number 1. Avatars.
DARPA.
James Cameron's explosive
they had to put it there.
film of Blue Aliens may not have been too far off from a possible
RFs.
future. In 2012, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency released details on a program that would allow soldiers to fight without being put in harm's way. These avatars would be humanoid bipedal robots rather
Exactly.
than
This is where we apply. Okay, this is where we apply the agenda, right? Because this is where it actually is. That's why it's number 1. They started talking about, the people without limbs, that lost limbs. Oh, how sad. But this is a reality, okay? They could care less about the paraplegic or about the person without a foot or a hand. No, all that they really push is this, okay? This right here, right? This flat-footed hunk of metal that...
But the concept is pretty similar. In 2011, a lifelike bipedal robot, Petman.
Petman, exactly. Petman. Because that's all he is. He's a pet. There's probably a dude in there, right? Hoisted up by these wires. Made to endure, right? Movements and all that stuff. And these guys, they're probably looking up dirty pages, right? What is this? A garage? Look. That looks like some PVC pipe with some tape around it. Okay, what is this?
Was showcased by Boston Dynamics, who had designed the robot for the U.S. Department of Defense.
Wow.
Petman wasn't designed for combat, but rather was meant to test chemical protection clothing for the Army.
Amazing. So you created a whole robot just so you could test protective armor? You must be really confident in thinking that people believe this. Well, I'm sure people do. Look. This is probably not even real. There's probably some dude in a a suit. Because what did he say right here? Let's listen again.
For combat, but rather was meant to test
Right.
chemical protection
Look at
clothing
this.
for the Army.
They built a
Robot
robot
showed off-
just to test equipment, but armor, right? You can't just shoot a dummy. No, it has to be a robot. It has to be. It has to be a robot because it has to be more realistic. Oh well, no, that's not true. You're lying, and I don't care. Like this is the new. This is what replaces your soul.
off a range of motions similar to normal human movement, which
And
is
it
vital
won't.
to the Avatar
They just tell
program.
you it will.
It makes you wonder, how far off are we from creating entire armies of robots? other
They already
future-
exist. It's called brainwash people.
Technologies do you know of that we already have here? What do you think the future holds for technological advancements? Do you have an idea for a future top 10? Let us know in the comment section below. And be sure to find us on Twitter, Facebook,
Right.
and our website.
Of course.
Top 10
Anyway, I'm editing it now. Like what is this? Feeding you lies, feeding you candy, right? That only makes crevices in your appetite and in your total feeding. They're shells. They're duds, okay? But I mean, believe it, believe it, believe this, believe the one. Look, in the zero, look, they're telling you the top 10, the zeros and the one, okay? It's their game. It's their and people play it and love it, and it's doing its job, okay?
archive.net.
Okay, that's it.